Do you feel like you're going through a spiritual awakening and you're feeling a bit crazy, don't know what the heck is going on? Then this video is for you. I'm going to share the 5 stages of spiritual awakening that you can know where you're at and what's coming next and when this shit is over. Because the truth is, spiritual awakening is not one moment. It's a process, and depending on where you are, your entire reality can feel completely different. Each stage has its own challenges, its own emotions, and its own traps you can get stuck in. And once you see where you are, everything starts to make a lot more sense. I'm Julia, a spiritual coach, and I help spiritual seekers navigate their spiritual awakening and stepping into their life purpose. So without further ado, here's the first stage, and that is the wake-up call. So at this point, something in your life doesn't feel right anymore. You start questioning everything: your job, your relationships, your path. And what used to feel normal now feels off. You might feel lost, confused, disconnected, but this is actually a very powerful stage, because it's the moment you realize, I don't want to live on autopilot anymore. Most people, they live their life based on other people's expectations, like their families, parents, societies. And at this point, you're realizing, I want to live a more soul-aligned life. And that awareness is the first step. So for me, I always thought that I wanted a job at Google, and eventually I got there just to realize, oh no, this is not the life I want. I want freedom. I want a soft life. And I read the book The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss, and that changed my life. I realized this is what I want. Time freedom and location freedom. No boss telling me what to do. And I realized there's so many things I was doing on autopilot. For example, drinking alcohol. I've never actually enjoyed alcohol, so I just decided to stop. I now only drink alcohol once a year as a fun thing with my partner, and I feel strong enough to not crave into peer pressure. I was also in the spiritual closet at the time. I was kind of hiding that I was spiritual, but at this point I realized I just want people to love me for me. I'm done being this chameleon who just adapts to everybody they meet. So everybody thinks, oh my gosh, I'm the bestest, I'm their best friend, but then they don't actually truly know me. And once I reveal a little here and there, eventually they're like, oh, I feel like I don't even know you. So for me, this happened around 10 to 9 years ago, this stage. The next one is the seeking. Now you start searching. You're drawn to spirituality, self-development, deeper truths. You might get into meditation, manifestation, energy. Everything feels exciting, like you're finally finding answers. But here's the trap. You can get stuck consuming without integrating, always looking for the next answer, instead of embodying what you already know. And I meet so many spiritual people who just get stuck for years in this phase. For me, this started after I realized, okay, I want to become a digital nomad. So I booked a ticket to South America, and I was going to become a freelancer working from my laptop while backpacking. It didn't quite happen. It took a few years before, but this is where I got really drawn to spirituality, like to the next level, because I went to do a ayahuasca retreat. Ayahuasca is a psychedelic, so it's this drink you take and you start seeing things. I saw spirits. It's a whole other story. I have made videos about it. But basically, I realized there's more to life than what we see. I grew up an atheist, and yes, I had been doing yoga. I was spiritual in that sense, but this is when I was like, okay, I gotta dig deeper. So I bought like every spiritual book. I went to courses, retreats, in trying to find my spiritual path. Next stage is the purge, and this is where things get real. So old patterns starts coming up. Limiting beliefs, emotional wounds, fears. It can feel really heavy, and you might question everything again, but this time on a deeper level. This is often called the dark night of the soul, but it's not here to break you, but to clear what's not aligned anymore. And yeah, I would say this is the hardest part, probably, in the spiritual awakening. I find that usually opportunities will come where you're tested. For example, in your relationship or friendships. Will you have boundaries? Will you give in to fear? So yeah, not easy stuff. Stage 4 is the embodiment. Now things start to stabilize. You're not just learning anymore, you're living it. You trust yourself more. You listen to your intuition. You make decisions that actually align with you. Life feels more grounded. And if you're in this stage, I really encourage you to make a dream board of everything that you want to manifest in your life that feels aligned with your soul. And I recommend you sit in meditation for a while before to really make sure these decisions, these goals are coming from your soul and not your ego, because they often want different things. Stage 5 is the expression. And at this point, you want to help others. You want to create, teach, express your truth. There's less fear of being seen and more focus on being authentic. You're no longer hiding who you are. So this was me when I started the Spirit Nomad blog and my YouTube channel. This was probably 7 years ago now. So at this point you might be looking for, okay, what is my purpose? What am I here to share? What are my gifts? And if you want help with that, I have a free guide, link in the description, on how to find your purpose in 5 simple steps. In there you can also find a free business clarity call with our team, where you can get guided on what would be like the best niche, the best purpose for you. And there you can also explore whether you're a match for Nomad Freedom Academy, where I teach you how to create a business around your passion, so you no longer need a 9-to-5 job. For many spiritual people, most spiritual people are empaths, so they struggle in 9-to-5 jobs, especially office jobs. So having a job where you can work from home like this and earn passive income from your content usually feels really nice, that soft life. So if that's you, then definitely apply for a free business clarity call. Now, something I need to say before we go, these stages aren't linear. You don't just go from 1 to 5 and stay there forever. You move back and forth. You revisit stages on deeper levels. That's part of the process. So take a moment and ask yourself, where am I right now? Am I waking up, seeking, releasing, integrating, or expressing? Let me know which stage you are at currently in this spiritual awakening you're experiencing now. And know that you're exactly where you need to be for your next level of growth. And if you are in that last stage, the 5th stage, where you want to express yourself and actually make money from your gift, then definitely watch my next video, Best Business Models for Spiritual People. Love you so much and see you in the next video.